Morning! Welcome to the classiest place on earth. How the fuck are you doing? I hope you're doing well. I'm a mucus farm, so I apologize if I'm really sniffy today. Good morning, Mishy. Good morning, David. Good morning, Kinger. Good morning, Jade. Good morning, Berserker. Good morning, Onzog. Good morning, Delphinus. How the fuck are you doing today? I hope you're well. My dogs tried to rip through my fence this morning, so I'm a little frazzled. I literally whipped out duct tape and duct taped my fence so they wouldn't get through it. Does anybody want a poodle or two? Cause I'm ready to kill him. Aw, Nick. Boo. Any particular reason or just the worst when there's no reason at all and it's just like, oh, your brain just hates you today? Because those aren't fair and I'm sorry. You can fuck off. I love that song so much. It's so good. Oh, Psycho. Psycho Genesis bought me Diablo. Thank you. You did it. I knew you. I had a feeling because it wasn't work. I don't even want to talk about it. The download times. My internet is great. It doesn't make sense why things take so fucking long. Because my internet isn't shit. The Wi-Fi is shit, but my internet, I mean, I don't know, but it's downloaded, and I think it's gonna work. I started it this morning because I wanted to make sure it's actually gonna run. Like didn't have any, when you go to start a game and the game files are fucking corrupt or something on stream, it's the worst. So I started it, restarted it, I started it, and went into character creation and shit, and it looks really good. It looks like it's gonna work just fine. I don't think it's going to be slapped in the face, but I don't know. Good morning, Cocky. Good morning, Dread. How are you? Only took 3 days, dude. It took almost 12 hours. It didn't take as long as Destiny, so that's something. I don't know. I don't have any answers. Like, my internet is not that bad. It doesn't really make sense. Nothing's throttled. I don't know. It's my computer. Good morning, Lizzie. How are you, love? Good morning, Mismo. How are you, love? Lizzie, I haven't been able to finish your video yet because I paused it in the middle because Zach said something to me, and then it wouldn't let me replay the beginning of your video, and I'm trying to figure it out. But I really liked that movie, and I like your point on it. I got halfway through it. Good morning, Mismo. You haven't played D4 since last week. Are you liking it, though? Oh, Psycho. I knew my computer would run it. It's just streaming it with the capture card and shit. You just never know. Capture cards, they're a nightmare. And I've literally done that. I've literally gone to install a game, been all set and ready, and started it up on stream, and it's corrupt or some shit. Fucking irritating. Aim, you're the cutest. Thank you. 45 minutes till the Xbox Bethesda conference. Oh shit, I forgot the conference was today. Should we watch that? I wonder if they're going to announce anything cool. It's not that long, is it? It's not hours. How long? Because Zach's been watching these. He's been watching the summer whatever, and it is too much. I feel bad for him. He just sitting there and just listening to conferences forever is fucking. Is this a Northern Boys reference? Maybe. Hi, Free Tees. How are you, love? We were just listening to Northern Boys. Thank you so much for resuming the class, keeping the class alive, and giving any things for
85 months. What the fuck?
Ah! I've been around too long. Sheepy, good morning. Good morning, Kin Johan. How are you? Why I use a capture card for a PC game? Oh, because I have a 2 PC system. I have to. I run 2 PCs. I literally have 2 PCs. I have one PC that runs OBS, just OBS specifically, and then the other PC runs games because OBS runs so hot. Literally, I initially did this because of ESO. OBS runs real hot, and at the time, I was running OBS and I was using Chrome still. And those two things literally were maxing out my CPU before I even ever opened a game. So 2 PC system just makes it so I can run a game on one PC, OBS on the other, and they're not crashing with each other. But in order to project the game from the other PC onto the other PC, I got to use a capture card. That was confusing. You know what I mean? It's the only way to get it to work with a 2 PC system. I know I have to watch it back. No, I really enjoyed the movie. I want to go watch it again. I loved every bit of it. It's just the end. I felt like it ended 20 times. I got to watch it again. The queue times were so shit. I decided to shelf T4 until everyone gets out. Oh, really? Are the queue times really that bad? Hour and a half, 2 hours. That's not too bad. Is that a really long, that's not a too bad conference. If they're announcing cool shit, Bethesda usually has cool shit. We're wanking in the trees. Oh, Sheepy, it's a new one that just came out. Well, it's new-ish. 3,000 Years of Longing? Is that what it was called, Lizzie? It's got Tilda Swinton and a dude everybody's got a big old crush on. I don't get it, but some hot guy. And it's about a woman who finds a djinn and then hears the story of the djinn's life, essentially. And like it's kind of one of those narrated like it's very fantastical. It kind of reminded me of like Big Fish a little bit. Not like content, but like absurdity wise. It's almost like listening to a fairy tale. Like he's telling like a fairy tale, it's very like over the top, but it's really pretty. I mean, the movie itself is just gorgeous to look at, like regardless of anything. Really? Was it really bad, David? Damn. That sucks. Idris Elba. Thank you, Idris Elba. I'm real bad with names. My sister literally would die for him. She has the biggest weddie for Idris Elba. He's fine. He's a good actor, but I'm not attracted. I don't get it. Jesse motherfucking Roberts! Thank you so much for sending the class. Keeping classy alive and giving an A for 30 fucking months. Holy shit. How are you, my love? I hope you're doing well. Yeah, have you seen it, Sheepy? It's pretty. It's been out for a bit, but it was like you had to buy it to watch it. It's now available on Prime. You can just watch it if you have Prime. It's really pretty. Yeah, it's just I don't know how I got to watch it again. There's a lot to get out of it. It is. It's really gorgeous. I mean, it's phenomenally done. Also, like, it's about a djinn and him telling his story, but they don't explain djinn things. Like, I know it's a me thing. Like, I'm very much one of those freaky people that like I need a why. I like them to make up this. Like, I know it's djinns aren't real, but like give me something. And they feature like he mentions that the way you can tell a djinn is they have a thick mat of black hair on their legs. Never explains why. Explains at one point like I taught them how to dream like a djinn. What the fuck does that mean? I don't know. There was a bunch of stuff in there that I was like, I feel like if it was a book, I would have gotten more. you know. Good morning, Crispy. How's Diablo? Oh, really, Psycho? I've seen other games do that before. I only fully understood it after smoking and watching it for like the fourth time, so I dumped my thoughts on Katie Villa instead, which I definitely need to re-listen to. Yeah. I love his voice. Almost like, yes, he has a wonderful voice. And Dread, did you watch this movie, 3,000 Years of Longing? I really like how they portrayed him because he's a creature of 3,000 years old. He knows like a ton of languages and da 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 and all this stuff. And the way that I don't know, I don't know how to explain it, but they fuck with his voice depending on what part of the story he's telling, and they make it's just really cool. I don't know. It's a very good movie. It's pretty. It's really pretty. It doesn't have to make total sense. It's pretty. It's real. I mean, if you like just visually pleasing shit, Sheepy, it's gorgeous. And it's one of those. It's fantastical. It's fun. I'm surprised. I'd be shocked if my sister hadn't seen it yet because she's so obsessed with Idris Elba. Who knows Jinn are real or not? I mean, and then, so like they talk about the thick mat of black hair on the Jinn legs, but then every time you get a close up of Idris Elba's legs, it looks like scales, not fur. And they never explain that either. I don't know. I have a lot of questions. I thought the word cesarean started with an S, and when I looked up in the dictionary, it was in the C section.
God damn it.
Fun story. Did you know that Cleopatra's son was named Caesarion? After Caesar? Yeah. So that's fun. Caesarion. What do you want to name your child? I don't know. I was kind of thinking about Caesarion. Sure. Oh, wait. Crispy, shut up. Is it your birthday today? Wait, you and Cocky have such close birthdays. Shut up. Is it actually your birthday? Dude, Jesse, I was all week this week. I was gone 3 days because we were filming. Like, Sheepy, are we allowed to, like, has Elf told her community what's happening and everything? I've been keeping it like, we did secret things this week because I just don't know. I feel like it's someone else's exciting news that I don't know if I'm allowed to, like, share. I'm at my birthday dinner tonight because Junior's coming home. Oh, fuck yes. Are you guys going to do the cake? Right, Dread? It was beautiful, bro. Okay, I'm glad I'm not the only one. I thought it was so much to do, really. That's good, though. I'm more about the characters and writing and the world building. They do. I mean, me too. And I feel like the things that bother me are going to bother you. Because there's just a lot of like, here's just something and we're not going to explain it. You know, it's like vague, fantastical storytelling where you're not really allowed to ask a question. And I kind of want I want to ask a question. L1! Thank you so much for subbing to class, keeping the class alive, and giving it 31 fucking months. How the fuck?
How has it been that long? Jesus Christ.
Thank you. I don't know. Life. No, Sheepy, I think the same. I mean, it's very pretty. If you ever just want to see something, if you're in the mood to just watch a pretty film, it's beautiful. But it's very, I don't know how to explain. I don't know how to, like, if you've ever seen Big Fish, they just kind of throw absurd things at you and never explain it. And you're supposed to just be like, oh, okay. And I kind of don't like that. That drives me crazy. Like, I want to know. I need more, which I think is why I tend to like books more, because books just give you more. I think the scaly legs are if you're pure gin and hair legs are from gin blood. They never ever say that though. They never say it. My birthday dinner to celebrate with the boy. Oh, okay, just kidding. Wait, Crispy, is it? Oh. Oh, level 50 in the game. Jesus Christ. I'm an idiot. I'm tired. Please excuse my brain. Getting his names after Caesar, his dad, really didn't service him well. It really serviced him terribly. Like, really bad. Oh, Psycho, I always talk for at least a couple hours. And this, I gotta wake up, man. I gotta, like, wake my brain up and hang out and get high. I knew Cocky's birthday was last Saturday, but, like, you weren't, like, it was a tumultuous time. Cocky's birthday happened, but you weren't there. Cocky and I were talking, and we fantasized about confetti cake for, like, days. So I just got lost on when the confetti cake was happening because I'm living vicariously through you because I fucking love confetti cake. Like, the only icing in the world that I will get down on is icing that has those little rainbow chips in it that usually comes with confetti cake. That shit is so good. 100%. And Sheepy, understandably so, considering what you do for a living is literally world building and storytelling. Not to point out the obvious, but it's like me watching Grey's Anatomy. I physically can't do it. Episode 1, the skinny blonde bitch takes her stethoscope and puts it on a patient the wrong side down. Like, if you can't do enough questioning to figure out what side of the bell to put on a patient, I want no part in your show. Fuck it! At the 3-year-old birthday party yesterday, they had a giant funfetti cake. Fuck yes. Wait, they do explain it. He says at the beginning, okay, that's why I need to rewatch it. I gotta rewatch it, Lizzie. It seemed to me that the Jin lore was superfluous to the story that was being told. It very much was, and I wanted more of Jin's story. Like, every time he would fantasize about someone, like some woman he was helping, I was like, just tell me more about you. I don't really care about them. But it was really pretty. Like, Howl's Moving Castle, the book explains more, yes. There's another one, oh god, there's another like that, where the movie's wonderful, but the book just gives you so much more. What's the number 3? A shit and a piss and a wink and a tree. Have you seen The Wrinkle in Time? No. No. No, I was warned. I mean, I. You guys are my friends. I can be honest, right? I saw the cast and was like, no. No. I did not even. Had zero interest in Wrinkle in Time at all. There's so much cool reason for all the things. Hang on, that feels weird moments, and it just clicks. It's all about Alethea. What was her name? Alethea? Alethea, I think was her name, yeah. And her perspective, yes. And then I don't know. You guys just gotta watch the movie. I'll message you. I was gonna say something that's kind of the end of the climax in the movie, and I don't want to spoil it for you guys if you're gonna watch it. Or me watching massage porn. I can see it. My mom never gets the rainbow chip icing. What? Maybe it's not out anymore. Maybe it's hard to find. I haven't had it in years. In case anyone didn't know, Edam cheese is the only cheese that's made back. Why are you like this? Good morning, BDO. How are you, love? This song, Norton, this Bo Burnham, I really think he's like, I don't know if he ruined me or if I just don't like stand up anymore, but like every time I watch anyone else doing stand up, I'm like, yeah, but you didn't sing. You didn't have any props. Like, Bo Burnham had props. He's so good. I just watched his special. Oops, the other day when our power went out, I got my iPad out and just put on Bo Burnham just to listen to something while we were sitting in dead silence with no power. And I put on Inside Again, and it's just genius. I just don't know what to do about it. It's so good. It's still so good. Which movie? Oh, BDO. It's a new one that came out. It's called 3,000 Years of Longing. And it's got Tilda Swinton and the guy's name I already forgot. Why? Idris Elba. Jesus Christ. Why can't I? I just don't. I have zero interest in him. I think that's why. I find him very bland. God! It's like an artist orgasm over. Yes. Tim Minchin. Who's that? Okay, I'll write him down. Is that a comedian? Are they funny? I watched I love stand up. I'm just kidding. I still love stand up, but Bo Burnham just flipped it all for me. I watched Sarah Silverman's new stand up last night was pretty good. And she looks so phenomenal. Like I just don't understand how she hasn't aged. Randy Feltface? Ooh, I like that last name, Feltface. Randy. A white woman's Instagram. That's a name right there. Katie Muffins! What up, Just Bacon? How are you? Oh, there's that dog hair on my mic. Get the fuck out of here. How are you, love? Oh, my Bobalicious. Thank you so much for summoning the class, keeping the class alive, and giving me swings.
For 37 fucking months, Jesus Christ, that's almost 4 years.
Damn! I appreciate you and I love you. Thank you. Luther was really good. I actually really like. That's the first time I've enjoyed Idris Elba. Was Luther. And I don't disenjoy him. I just find him very boring. I feel like he's cast into roles where he's just cast to be pretty, and he ends up with just shitty writing, and he's boring. So I just don't remember him. I love. Oh God, there's another amazing actor. He's African. Yeah, he definitely is African, but I can never remember how to say his name. It's Jimon Hansu, whatever. Fuck, dude. I would sit on his face forever. Jimon Hansu, I think is how you say his name. I don't know, but he's wonderful. I know him. Showing off books that movies didn't do great with the giver. Oh God, yes. I've gotten to the point, honestly, Kills, where like if I'm just surfing for something to watch and I see a new series coming out that is based on a book series or a book I've read that I like, I don't even click it. There's a series out right now called The Power, and it's based on an amazing book. It's a young adult book that my sister read it and literally gave it to me. She was like, "You must read this." And it's kind of about a dystopian future, not very far in the future. It's like a couple years in the future, 2025 or whatever. But all of a sudden, out of nowhere, women start to develop this power of electricity out of nowhere. But it's not like magical and spiritual and uplifting. It's like they accidentally start killing each other, killing themselves, doing all this horrible, like they don't, like it's literally coming out of nowhere and it's only women. And it's all about the world trying to crush women because they're terrified of them. It's a really, really, really good book, but I am petrified to try the series. I think I tried like 5 seconds of it and turned it off out of fear. Because the book is so good. Bathing in the blood of the innocent will keep you looking pretty young. This is facts. Where do you think she's finding all the innocents? Safi, I know, I love it so much. Fun fact, Sarah Silverman voices Vanellope in Wreck-It Ralph. I didn't know that the first like 4 times I watched that movie. I had no idea. Her voice is so childlike, it's crazy. Like actually in her new stand-up, she tries to do a low voice, and like the lowest she can make her voice is my voice. It's fucking sad. He's so up his own ass. Oh my God. Okay, Sheepy, I was literally just trying to think how to like explain. There's some comedians that are so into them, like they're such fart smellers, I can't really get on board. I don't know how else to say that. I don't know what it is. It's probably just me. Like, they're probably still really good comedians, but they're so up their own ass. I can't get it. I don't know how to say that, but I feel you on that. Brent Terhune, no. Hi, David. Good morning, love. How are you? Did you watch the show, Lizzie? Is the Power series really good? Okay, I'll give it a try. Lizzie's been trying to get me to watch it. Lizzie also read the book and said that the show's really good. And even though Lizzie told me to, I've been scared. I'm gonna write it down to remind myself. The book was so good. I hate when shit gets ruined like that. And I'm completely aware that it's really, really hard to translate a book into a movie in Hollywood and do it verbatim. Like, I know that. So I'll just stick to the books. Like, I'm not gonna bitch. It's fine. I'm just not gonna take in your fucking shitty media. Good morning, Vile. How are you, love? Really? Jupiter Claim. I've seen the Power series, and I assure you, it's not as good as the novel. Is it worth watching? Because that's what I've been getting mostly from people is it's worth watching. It's not the same, but it's worth watching, which I'm down with. Is that your secret to staying so young? The blood. I don't know what. I would never bathe in the blood of the innocent. Moisturize. When a comedian gets too much navel gazing, they lose me. Yeah, it's something like that. I don't know what it is. Thank you for the compliment on my hair, by the way. I don't know what it is, but there are some comedians like that. There's one. He's oh god, I can't. I'm bad with names. It's the worst. He's the writer for Dave Chappelle. He does like blocks. Blocks, I think, was one of his stand-ups, and then there's another one. There are bits and pieces that are really funny, but he kind of like, and he might not be like. This is just my own perception of him. Very much a fart smeller, and I almost can't. I can't really listen to him because I just want to smack him in the face and be like, "Wake up!" Ugh! I love British sitcoms. British comedy gets me. I don't I and it's so bad because well, it's not bad, but, it's really hard because in America, most Americans cannot stand British comedy. I don't know what it is, why they like, Zach he will not watch IT Crowd with me. That's one of my favorite shows I've ever watched in my life. He cannot physically watch IT Crowd because British comedy kills him. I love it. I don't know, like, I will literally pull a muscle, an ab, watching Gogglebox, which is literally just British people watching TV, but they're so fucking funny. I don't know. They're funny. Maybe I have weird humor. I don't fucking know. Yeah, I do. Some of it. I mean, obviously not all of it, but yes, a lot of it is fucking, because it's like think humor. It's not just blatant, obvious slapstick. It's a lot of the time a very subtle think humor, and I'm very much into that. Thanks, Berserker. Really, Jupiters? Oh, bummer. I mean, oh god, I believe you. Like, I'll probably watch it and I'll be like, I gotta go reread the book. I did notice you said The Innocent. What? Neil Brennan. Thank you. Yes, Neil Brennan. I don't know. I've never really like he's smart. He has some think piece. Like he's got some funny, but a lot of it's a little too serious for me. It's a little too bathing in your own farts, you know what I mean? Americans can't handle British cringe. Is that what it is? IT Crowd is genius. The IT Crowd is genius. It's one of the best shows. I'm so sad I've just rewatched the old episodes so many goddamn times. We all like a bad boy. Yeah, but not a fucking terrorist. Shapita, how you doing, honey bean? Sup, bitch? How are you? Yeah, I can't there's a lot of British comedians who I really like, who I follow on, like, YouTube and shit like that. I'm just really bad with names. I would never be able to just pull one out of my ass. I'm really bad. IT Crowd, Gogglebox, those are 2 that definitely, but yeah, they're funny. I watch a lot of British YouTube. It's like this is just my perception again, just personal opinion. It feels like smarter comedy, and I like that. Like, I like Colin Quinn. Crazy that I could remember that name. How the fuck? Nobody knows. Colin Quinn kind of stand up makes you fucking like, huh, like your brain hurts afterwards. I like that shit. I dig it. And I feel like a lot of British comedy does that. Like, they don't, they don't laugh at their own joke. They don't. I feel like I identify because I'm definitely that person where most people around me cannot tell when I'm being sarcastic. Zach, to this day, I've lived with him for almost 4 years, cannot tell when I'm being sarcastic. 9 times out of 10, if I tell a joke, he stares at me like I'm being serious, and I have to say, I'm joking. And then he goes, oh, ha 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 ha. So I feel like I just identify with it. I'm like, ooh, that dry. Ha 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 ha. He hates it. I literally need a sign that just says, I'm being sarcastic right now. Oh, the creators of POS? I don't know who the creator is at all. A certain British comedian went to my school. God, that's weird. You have such a small country. I feel like you could sneeze and fall on one of your famous people. Like, it's, you know what I mean? American cringe is so much worse than British cringe. I can't stand American cringe. It makes my asshole hurt. Like, the vast majority of like American cringe comedy. I can't even think of an example of it. I can't physically take it because it's like watching children's TV. It's like watching a kid try to tell a joke. They're just like, but did you get it? But did you get it? It was a fart joke, but did you get it? And you're just like, shut up. Fuck. Just me? You know, David, I haven't seen an American commercial in so long because I have an ad blocker. What are they like these days? Ghosts? Like, have I seen a ghost? No. Not that I'm aware of. Thanks, Jesse. Karen Gillan lived an hour away from me. I'm saying. Like, you're like any British celebrity is within a state of you. So, like, you know what I mean? Like, your country's as big as a state. So, duh. I'm not shocked any of you have seen a celebrity. It's like living in LA and saying you saw a celebrity. Yeah, no shit you did. It's LA. Everybody's a chicklet. The worst is when Americans try to do British cringe. Like, I don't watch I won't. I tried The American Office. That was my one and only mistake I've ever made in my life. Well, not the one and only mistake, but that was the one and only time I made that mistake. No, don't do that. Take my advice. Don't do that. I lose brain cells. They're that bad. Really, IT crowd creator is Graham Linehan, and he's an anti-trans cretin. Trans rights. Trans men are men, trans women are women. Period. End of story. What a shitty human. Oh no, I haven't seen. No, I haven't seen it. Nope. I lose brain cells. Ooh, it's the. Hold on. It's not the Maker's Mark. It's the other one. I've never heard of the other type of bourbon, so I can't remember its name. It's like starts with an L. The other one from Maker's Mark. It's fucking delicious, but I am rationing it now because you told me it's so special. A trailer? Oh god, I don't have Discord open. Fuck. Good morning, time and love. How are you? I couldn't watch Beef. Okay, who here couldn't watch Beef? I'm not shit. I'm so happy I'm not the only one, Fuzzy. I couldn't watch it, and I love Ali Wong, but what a terrible, cringy show. My asshole crawled inside my body. That is such a good example of American cringe that makes it's just not entertaining. It's just painful. Meet the Fockers. I hate that movie so much. Yes, you can milk me. Greg is fucking hilarious, but watching someone just I can't. I hate it. I hate those movies so fucking much. Same. Yeah. Beef is a new sitcom show, whatever, out on Netflix with Ali Wong and creator Ali Wong, and it's terrible. Fuzzy, I'm not fucking with you. Last week when Zach couldn't sleep, if you guys remember, this was like last Wednesday, Tuesday, whatever, Zach didn't sleep for like 3 days. I quite literally suggested he watch Beef because I was pretty positive it would put him to sleep. That was my solution. It's so boring. And I love Ali Wong. I'm like really sad I don't like it. The US office, I didn't like the US office at all. I hated it. Steve Carell, he was too much. I like I'm not a huge what's this the British, oh my god, I just blanked on his name. You know what I'm talking about. The British boss. I'm not a huge fan of him, but he had a way of delivering the role that didn't feel so purposefully horrific. Like it still was horrible. He's still a terrible boss, but Steve Carell put a spin on it that was like it hurt. It was like it's like I want to run away from the TV when it's on. Like I hate it. I'm just like, "Oh, please stop speaking." I don't know why. I love Bill Burr. Bill Burr's fantastic. Oh my god, wait. There is oh brain. Oh, it's Barry. Has anyone seen the last season of Barry? Ricky Gervais is a fucking cunt. Thank you. That's the name. Glad I don't remember it. Come on, Discord. Don't be a cockmonger. Wait, is this the American In-Betweeners? Because I've seen the British In-Betweeners, but I did not try American. I don't want to see that. Like, please don't make me watch that. Please don't do that. Okay. Please no. It's not the American one, right, Sheepy? I don't want to. I will because we're friends, but I'm having a bad time. It is. I mean, it's a good example of what I mean by, like, stop it, America. I think The Office is overrated too. It's okay. Like I liked there were a few characters here and there that I thought were funny, but overall I did not understand it. Corporate? No. Misfits sounds familiar though, Brewdog. Literally time in I mean, the show is quite literally about terrible people. You're right. Bullet Bourbon's really fucking good. Barry is really good. So there I'm not gonna spoil it, the last season. That being said, it's so good. If you haven't watched any of Barry, watch it. This season's it was the final season ever, and the ending was akin to Breaking Bad, in my opinion, in that it was one of the most perfect endings of a show ever. I, so good. Holy shit. But there is a random part in the show where Barry is like listening to a podcast of this like televangelist preacher to try to soothe his soul of all the murder he's committed. And the televangelist preacher in his ear is Bill Burr. It's I can't even tell. Like Bill Burr preaching about God is the funniest shit you've ever heard in your life. Oh my god. Where is Barry? Oh god, I don't remember. Zach always pulls it up. Dude, what a creepy. No, it's not break time. Go lay down. Go lay down. Go lay down. I love you so much. HBO. But if you don't have HBO, you know how to get it. It's really good. So Barry, it's a show about a hitman who tries to leave the hitman life and become an actor. He joins a community theater and oh god, what's his name? The Fonz is literally the community theater teacher. Um you're going to say it before I'll ever come up with it. Why can't I remember the Fonz? I've never seen Happy Days. You know who I'm talking about. He played Mr. Cousineau is Henry Winkler, thank you. And now I'm going to cover Henry Winkler in Bees. Um, it's great. It's a really good show. They do such. I mean, there are some parts that are cringy, but they're like on purpose. Like they're trying to portray a character as a cringy piece of shit. So you're kind of like, but it's man, they ended it so fucking well. I don't want to spoil it I'm not going to spoil it. The show is really well done. Straw, I almost missed your resub. Thank you so much for resubbing the class, keeping the class alive, and giving it a so fucking long. I appreciate you. Jim Halpert is the villain of the show. Dude, amen. And Dwight is the hero. I'm convinced of it. I didn't see Corporate. What was it about? Hi, Katie. How are you, love? The fact that they copy and pasted these characters, like, how are you going to make Jay an American? He's quintessentially an English. Is that it? Okay, hold on. Let me move the in between. This is I hate this. I'm gonna smoke pot about it. I don't know what's in my bowl, but I have to get high before I see the American In-Betweeners. It's so bad. I've never seen this. I've never, ever seen a piece of the American In-Betweeners. Ever. Nope. Nope. I don't want to see this, but we're gonna see it. I'm nervous. I don't want to. I'm doing this for y'all. I don't know why. We're having a bad time. I laugh because I'm uncomfortable. This is gonna be really bad. Cheers. No! I hate this. No. Did he just say I would re-knob her? Is that a thing to boner somebody? I hate this. Yeah, it's like they're taking British language and just I mean, that's a British colloquialism that they're just not gonna acknowledge and just put okay. It's like if I said scone. Like, how would you guys feel watching the American Dumbass talk about all the scones she made recently? Are they gonna say, like, blank bloody wanker or something next? I don't want it. Did you watch this? Did you watch it? Is it that painful? No! BDO, no! That is one of the scariest things I've ever seen in my entire life. No. Absolutely not. No. I watched parts of it. It's worse? No. Nope. Hate that. I hate all of it. Yeah, I'm so sorry. I'm glad we've been exposed to that trash fire, but also it's just reinvigorated my sense of fuck that forever. I'll just stick to in-betweeners and skins. Like, what if America did skins? Can you even imagine? I'd like to watch that. Where can I see this in America? Do I have to like get it? No. Sheepy, why? Sheepy, that's not real. Is that real? That's not real. Is that real? Oh, it's on HBO Max. Bless your heart, BO. Uh, uh, uh. Max. No. I'm really angry about that. Is it real? Like, they did. Okay. I need to just stop. I need to swallow my fucking words, yeah? Is that what's up? Is Katie just needs to stop speaking out loud? Oh, fuck, Bethesda's live. Oh my god, do you have a link to it? Let me pull it up real quick. Fuck, I forgot. I forgot. Shit, balls, fuck. Shit, balls, fuck. Who is on Twitch? The Bethesda channel? Oh, BDO, thank you. Let me grab these links you guys are posting. I'm grabbing them. Hold on. Okay, I got David's, and I got. Wait. There's another one. There was another one. Oh, there's Lizzie's. Okay, I think I got them all. Okay. Starts in 7 minutes. Perfect. We can suffer this real quick. I don't. I'm so sad right now. I never heard this was happening, and I'm so glad I didn't hear about it. Did it? Is it? I can't. I literally cannot listen to it. Did this happen? Because I'm so sad right now. I need to just stop speaking, Sheepy, because that another amazing show that should not. Why? Why do we need to redo it? Why? Like what? Must America ruin everything? Fuck! That's Mafala. She's gorgeous. Like, again, don't get me wrong, they're phenomenal. But it's just, she's huge. Where does this go? She's taller than average books, so she doesn't fit in bookshelves. She's fragile. Like, all of this is bendy. So I don't want her in a like, it's just, I don't know. Fuck, what was the, trying to think which chapter it was. You got like a giant automaton. Was it Clockwork City? I have that one somewhere. Somewhere. I don't know where it is right now, but I have the automaton. That's easily the biggest one, and it is fucking excessive. It's huge. Like, what? Excessive. It's so big. Same, Donna. Literally, my bookshelves are all double stacked. Like, I'm constantly playing the mental game of, like, what books do I not want in the front row? Constantly. Like, I hate it because I just don't have room. It sucks. I don't have room to show any of this cool stuff, so it just sits in closets. Yes, knives, exactly. Like, what do you? They're awkward shaped, you know. They deserve to be on display. Like, I'm not saying that they don't, but I'm not gonna just shove them in a corner for the sake of displaying them in a, I don't know, in a way where they might get destroyed or something. It sucks. The boxes are pretty, but like, now what? I've got another one close by. Hold on. Maybe not. Maybe not as close as I thought. I thought I had the automaton. My automaton is missing. Now I'm nervous. We need to take a break anyways. I thought about that real quick. I was like, fuck, I don't think I've taken a break. Like a real one other than like a quick fucking run to the bathroom while that was going, but I'm gonna take a quick break, put on real music. I'm sorry about the silence. I heard it go silent and I ran. I know I've got that automaton. I'm gonna quick glance around real quick and pee and get water. Do the same. That was fun. I wrote down the games that I'm most interested in. Like, there was a lot, honestly. I was excited about more than I wasn't excited about, if that makes sense. Which is good. I'd say that's good. Yeah. That's yeah. I've never been into simulators. Like shooters, it's a shooter game, a shoot 'em up where you're just like guns, you know, guns ablaze. Got to be pretty original for me to get excited about them anymore because I just feel like there's a ton. Um, Starfield, I don't know. It looks cool, but then it doesn't, and then it does, and then it doesn't. It was a very good presentation. That like David, I can't remember the last time that they had so many games I was legitimately excited for. What was the one? The one by the Spirit Fair. I want to see more on that one because that one I was kind of. I loved Spirit Fair, but I don't know about that one. If anybody knows if we can garden or not in Starfield, please. The next show's in less than an hour, so I figure we're just gonna chill because I need to see it. Like I can't just watch half. Um, this is the big. Oh my god! Crazy that I couldn't find this because it's so big. It was Morrowind. Excuse me, Morrowind. But it's just another example of how unobtrusively large these are, and I have not one on display, and I feel bad about it. I just need that to be clear. So that's his little like spinny blade that does not stick, and I hate it so much. And then this is the big boy himself. I like what do I do with this? It's bigger than my leg. Ugh. What do I do with this? They're just so, I mean, at least this one's like hardy, so he doesn't bust. Actually, I think something has busted off of him at one point. I don't know. I've never had him on display. I don't even know where this sticks anymore. Somewhere on him this goes. Oh, it's on his arm. But it doesn't stick in. It doesn't stay. I know, right? David, just fucking get a house. That'd be nice. Ugh, it doesn't click in or stay. I hate it so much. But he's cool. Like the design, I appreciate it, but he doesn't, none of his parts move, which is kind of a bummer. And I mean, this is heavy. This is like 3 pounds, maybe. It's solid. They're gorgeous. It does. That's why I like him. He's my favorite one because he literally looks like the dudes from The Fifth Element. The key. Find the fifth element. He's my favorite. And Clockwork City was pretty dank. They're dope. Like I don't dislike them, and I feel bad because they're gorgeous, and I don't have any of them on display. They're just like in dusty ass boxes. So I don't know. I don't even know why I whipped those out. Maybe I take it personally that they keep releasing all this really cool special stuff that I know for a fact most of us live in basements and we don't have anywhere to put them. Are you German? I love that movie so much. Psycho. So what I was thinking about this on my break because I completely forgot this was today. Like I forgot today was Sunday and that this the what do you call it? Xbox PC conference, whatever the fuck. I did not realize it. And it's pretty much the only one I care about because of those I only do PC, I don't do console. Um what I was thinking was I could do character creation and then if you or anyone is online while I'm chilling after streaming you want to play, like I'll play offline too and get like some of the beginner stuff done, you know? Stuff that's not necessarily super interesting or vital to stream, you know? Cuz I do want to play. I feel bad. I forgot. I didn't realize I don't even want to say I forgot cuz I just didn't even realize what day it was. The scary basement with the demons? No. I'd never go down. Ooh, Ooh, trying to wake up earlier than usual because I want to catch a stream. Usually start at like 9 a.m. my time. My normal waking up. Dude, don't lose sleep because of me, Honeybean. There are VODs, but I appreciate you. Twitch showed that you weren't scheduled to stream today, so I was on Diablo. Dude, well, I wasn't because of this. Like, I didn't think I was going to be able to because of the conference shit. I mean, can you not do both? Oh my god, you're choosing me over Diablo though. That makes me anxious. Knives, I've quite literally never been down there. I'll take a picture of the cellar thing outside. I don't, it's like it's a, you know, like a cellar door, so it's basically a hole in the ground that's a cement hole with, so you take the lid off it. It should have like rickety doors, but we just have like this plastic water, it's a lid, I guess, way down. Take that off, and it's basically like a very old wrought iron, tiny little that's really loud, sorry. Ladder that's literally only like 2 or 3 steps, but it's enough that even myself with Tim Burton legs cannot jump up that. I have to jump on the ladder thing. And then after that, it's like 2 really tall, awkward cement steps down into this low ceiling, very creepy, spider infested, dark place. And you have to go to the other side of the room to get a light switch. And like, swear to you, I have not gone down there because I know I can't get out fast enough for the demon not to get me. I can't. I like, I love to just, you know, look at Zillow and Redfin and shit. If the description of the house says cellar or basement, or it has a shot of an unfinished basement stairway going down into a dark space, you are nixed off of my even consider to look at and dream about list so fucking fast. Finish your fucking basement. Mm-mm. Zero interest. Exactly zero interest in any of that. Mm-mm. I grew up with basements. I actually grew up in a basement half of my childhood, but it was a finished basement with lights. It was great. I love me a basement, but there's a way to be responsible with your basements, and there's a way to harbor dead creatures and like children that were murdered and stuff. I don't know why you choose the latter, but you do you, boo boo. I fucking closed the link to the. Does anybody have a link to the Xbox or to the PC conference thing? I accidentally closed it. I don't even know what we were watching. You can forsake me for Diablo 4. That's what I'm saying. Like, I encourage being forsaken. Of me. What? Ugh, English is hard. You know what I mean? Like, games are important. I will always be here. I don't have other choices. Thank you, cuteness. VODs. I hate VODs, Donna. I feel bad that people would prioritize me over anything. VODs are terrible because it's like watching YouTube it's like watching a stream where you don't get to participate in the conversation, right? It feels weird. Like, I get it for certain reasons, look at that ribbon. What the fuck? For certain reasons, or if you miss a certain thing, or if you're going back for eclipse. But I always feel like I want to chat, and I'm like, oh shit, this is a VOD. I will. I'll take a picture of it. Sounds like we were kids. You went downstairs, turn the lights off. You'd run up the stairs. That's exactly what I would do to this day. Like, I would run up the stairs on all fours. I'm still to this day, I go 2 stairs at a time, any stairs. Like, I'm just apt at it at this point. I have so much fear of dark, scary basements. I don't know why. Trouble. So here's the thing. I would like to. It's very weird. So I don't think our basement cellar, this creepy space, I don't think it was like zoned to actually be a space to build in or anything like that. So what I've read in like terms of the housing records and shit like that is the people that owned this house before Scott and Bree claimed that a portion of the house burned down, collected insurance money, and then they finished the basement, but they didn't like lower the floors so that it's the correct height to be like, you know, what's the word? An actual space. You could say like, oh, this is another space of the house, like a bedroom or something like that. So the ceilings are kind of low and they're just strung with cords and lights. They just turned it into a grow room down there. And the main reason I don't really want to invest in finishing it yet is because you have to access it by going outside. And like, I don't know how to seal the cellar hole to keep it waterproof, damp-proof, spider-proof, creatures crawling in it proof, because it's literally just it's like a hole in the foundation that goes into it. You know what I mean? But it's not a crawl space. It's definitely a cellar. But it would be so much work to like uh lower the floors or do something to make it actually like I'm trying to think of the fucking word. There's a word for it where the city won't come after you. Every stair's too long, exactly. A basement full of demons is called a den of evil. You're supposed to clear those out for a level and your first blue item. I haven't played yet. Hopefully tonight. There's a really good house in Amityville area. You should check it out. In Amityville, oh my god. I would totally live in a haunted house. I've never seen a ghost, but I'm terrified of them. Maybe that's why. So did ours. I mean, my dad, the house that I mainly associate with childhood was the one we just stayed in the longest amount of time because we moved like every 2 to 3 years. But my stepdad actually designed it and built it. It's the weird one I've talked about that's like a hexagon stacked like a cake. It's like it was a 3-story house, but you came into the main story of the house in the middle, and then there was like a spiral kind of staircase. You could either go to the basement or go to the 3rd floor. And the basement was a daylight basement out onto the river beach. And there was bedrooms down there, and like that's where the kids lived. And it was beautiful and it was totally finished. But I still, like, if the lights were out in the basement and I had to run upstairs, I still would run the fuck up those stairs. Who knows what demons are down there? Up to code. I think that's the word I was looking for. Yes. Like up to code so it can actually be a space. Yeah, that. I think that's the word I was looking for. That's what I'm thinking, Knives. Literally, we're gonna have to build along that opening. So what I'd honestly like to do if I ever come across large amounts of expendable cash is honestly plug that hole and make stairs from inside the house into the cellar. Because I don't like if I'm gonna invest that level of money, I don't want to have to go outside to go into the 3rd floor of my house, especially in the wintertime here because it's literally sub-zero and fucking miserable. You know what I mean? Habitable space is mostly 7 feet, and right, I'm 6 feet tall, and I can feel my hair graze the ceiling down, like in things in low ceilings, and I can fucking see it. I know it's low because Zach has to hunch. I haven't been down there. I haven't felt it. I can't say I've felt it, but I've watched Zach hunch down there. I know it's low ceilings. He says they are. He's 6'2", so he's definitely hunching. Oh, spiders though. We have so many black widows here. Oh my god, I can't. An axe, sledgehammer, and a jackhammer will be your friend for that. Yeah, but then, like, the building materials, money, I have to hire a priest, a young priest and an old priest. Oh, yeah, I forgot. I pulled out one more, like, special edition game. This is the way special edition games should come, in my opinion. This was the special edition BioShock Infinite. I went to the midnight release in person because I'm old. But look at that. It's perfect. What is it? The Murder of Crows? Is that what they called it? Murder of Crows keychain. And then I think I might, oh no, here it is. All of my neighbors are Spanish and female and very religious. I live in a completely Spanish neighborhood. Like they're all Mexican. It would not be hard to find a bruja. I could probably spit and find one. Let's be honest. I think he's in here. It's like the world's tiniest little handyman. Yeah. This is this is how it came. And I think there was a more expensive edition where you got a giant handyman or something, but like this is the best because this fits somewhere.
Chicken fucking dinner!
You know?
Yes!
Oh god, Donna, that was my childhood, literally. So the house that I was talking about where it was like the spiral staircase into the basement, and that's where my bedroom was. So because it still was a basement, half of it was like where the water heater for the house was kept, and like that weird understair area that every house has that has like strange electrical shit in it and whatnot. And because of that, the ceiling to the stairs going down to the basement was slightly lowered and slanted. And I swear to God, living there for 4 years of my life, once a week, I would slam my head into the ceiling because I would go rushing down the stairs and just leap a little too high and pow. I mean, I think we actually did put a few holes in it on accident, me and my brothers. And we put holes in the walls violently, not there though. It was like, You know when you go bowling and you see the holes and you're like, okay, those were on accident. So like when people, you know, their fingers get stuck, it was like that kind of hole where you see it and you're like, no one can do that on purpose. David! Thank you so much for subbing to Class, keeping the class alive and giving Nate Swings that tier 3 sub for 25 fucking months in a row. I appreciate the fuck out of you. God damn, that's a really long time. Thank you, love. Oh shit, did someone post the link and I missed it? Did I miss the link for the shit? Oh, the South of Midnight game. Got that one. Gonna read that one. The link for the PC thing. It's not a reset. Wait, what happened? It says resubscribed. What's happening? Did I miss something? It says a resub in my list. At a tier 3! What the fuck?
Bro, you don't have to do that. Motherfucker, thank you.
Bruja is... I was a Bruja one time. Actually, wait. Donna, if I'm not mistaken, the very, very, very first RP, like TTRPG I ever... Like TTRPG show I ever did on Twitch, I played a Bruja. It was Vampire the Masquerade, and I'm pretty sure... It was a one-shot, so literally, like, you know, you're not that focused on the rolling and shit like that. You're mostly, like, character creation shit. David, thank you. You made my face hot. I did not realize, and I apologize. Anyways, yeah, those are... I like these ones. And then the games in there, which, like, I don't even think I've ever played the hard copy of this game. Any of my special editions, which is weird. It does. It also has an art book. I've never... This is what I'm saying. Like, think before you buy extra stuff, because 9 times out of 10, you're never ever going to open it or look at it ever. You, like, get it? I might have opened this and looked at it at one point. Maybe. There's, like, game codes in here. Anybody want a Bioshock Infinite Avatar item? Sorry. Or an Xbox add-on download. An upgrade pack. I wonder if any of these codes work. That'd be hilarious. An unsealed Columbia thing. Should we open this? What is this? Does anybody have this? No, my grandma's house had a bathroom in the basement. The stairs had openings where if someone was under the stairs, no. That's Donna, I just got goosebumps. No shit, that's what I mean by unfinished basement. No one should be able to grab my ankles through the basement stairs. Stop half-assing your basement stairs, motherfuckers. A thanks letter, you think? I honestly have no idea. It just says Columbia Customs and Excise. I want to open it. Oh my god, remember the Columbia. Those records in the mail. I did it. I snapped it. It's no longer pristine. Oh. Oh, it's like a one of the plasmids. What do they call them in this one, though? They're not called plasmids. Fervors? Fervors? No. What were they called? Was it fervors? Something like that? Yeah, it's like the plasmids, like cute little tonics. Thank you, Glut. Yeah. It's the Devil's Kiss. Devil's Kiss was actually dope. I did use... Was it Devil's... That was the one where you, like, blew a kiss and then controlled them for a bit, right? That one was fun. I liked that power a lot. It might have not been unopened. That was so easy to reseal. I have no idea. The art book is cool, though. I do like that they do put nice effort into making it look, like, dirty, you know? And used and whatnot. And the art is cool. But I don't think I've ever gone through any of this ever. And I definitely went to a midnight release. Oh my god. Original Elizabeth. Cute. I used to buy these art books when I was a kid before I ever had a PC or I'd ever played a video game in my life. Because this is how I learned how to draw. I had no idea these were even for video games. It's the only reason I know anything about, like, Final Fantasy. I used to buy the art books. And never knew there was a game for years. Because I just lived with farm people. Columbia. Oh, wait. Bruja is amusing to play. I've actually played a true Bruja in my tabletop game right now. They have different powers and stuff. Regular Brujas are slightly watered down versions. Honestly, I wouldn't play a Bruja again because it felt that way. It felt like they were just kind of very human. Like a lot of their aspects were just like, you know, the crowd control and like being kind of like a punk or whatever. And I was like, I want magic. But it was a one-shot and it was fun. And it fit my character. I have 2 WWE collector's editions that I haven't opened. I haven't opened except to take the game out of the collector stuff still in the boxes. Yeah. That's a lot of people do that. I think they're better for resale if you do that. This was, I mean, I buy these for me. I've never bought any. Like I bought this one. This one wasn't given to me, but I've never bought a collector. I've never bought anything with the idea of reselling it honestly in my life. Ever. I'll buy shit cuz it's pretty and I won't look at it. I think I was trying to think. I have BioShock 1 and 2, the special editions. I think it was BioShock 2, unfortunately, because it's not my favorite game, but it was Cult of the Lamb. It actually came with a vinyl record of the soundtrack of like all of those scratchy 1940s like crooner songs on it. It was really cool. That was probably one of my favorites, just because it was like very atmospheric, putting a record on, and listening to that stuff. How can you just buy stuff for yourself? I mean, it hasn't happened for a while, David. Like, basically, it happens, and then for 7 years, almost to the day, I just, like, whip myself mentally and emotionally. And then after the 7-year period goes by, I'm like, maybe I'll buy new underwear. And then, the cycle continues. To stop time? Oh, that'd be sick. There's the Bruja, and then there's one other class. They're kind of like mirrors of each other, but the Bruja's more physical, and then the other one is more mental. But they're both kind of like crowd control, can start like shit, kind of blah, blah, blah. Do you know what it's been so long since I played Vampire. It's on the tip of my dick. The Ric Flair, maybe it was Ventru. Hold on. Toreador's like the fancy bitches, right? I should just look them up. It's been so long. Oh, I think it is. I think it's Ventru. I think you're right. Because they're like really manipulative, right? Like verbal, like they can use like kind of speechcraft and stuff like that. I know, David, sometimes I spoil myself. Sometimes I like buy my meds too. Like once every 6 months, I treat myself to a little bipolar antipsychotic. It's so fun. It's like a vacation from my own thought processes. Doing great. Where the fuck do we watch this PC showcase? Does anybody know? I don't know. I need to find it. I want to watch you. Fuck you. What's the date today? 11? Aha! Maybe. That's Xbox, though. I want PC showcase. Ha! Maybe. Boom! 27 minutes. When a guy collects stuff and uses it, when I'm done, I resell it to myself at half the price to mitigate that guilt and get some of my money back. Even get to keep the collector. That's actually go for it. That's genius. Genius. Toreador are the artsy, pretty ones, but I love playing the Sabat version where being a dominatrix or torturer or serial killer. Oh, being a serial killer would be fun. Toreadors are the artistes. Oh, I've never played one. I couldn't play a pretty class. That'd be too much for me. The Venture of La Sombra. Is La Sombra part of the base? Because we only played base game. Malkavians. Oh, I know. Malkavian's too easy. I've never played a Malkavian because I just feel like it would be too natural. You know what I'm saying? I like to challenge myself when it comes to an RP role. I like to give myself something that's, not my base. And I played Bloodlines. Nosferatu would be sick. How did you play a Nosferatu, Zbot? I've always wondered that. I've never played with anyone who actually played one, but from what I remember, like, you really can't walk the streets. Like, everybody freaks out when they see you, for the most part. Is it basically, like, the most stealthy class? Like, you just basically have to stealth the fuck up? Loznay, that's part of the usual game where you're all Camarilla instead of Sabat. Why is that not familiar? Hold on, I'm gonna look him up. Mm, 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 Show me. Oh, they remind me of what a Bruja. Oh, you're right, that is totally based. Why is that not familiar to me? That's weird. I feel weird. I literally have the vampire book on my shelf right now. Jesus. Road and Vans lot sewers. Oh shit. Yeah, I forgot. Totally underground travel. No, that makes sense. Lasombra part of the usual. Oh wait, Malkavians get awesome dialogue choices in VTM Bloodlines. 100%. Yep. And none of us can pretend we didn't love the eye candy that was the Malkavian in the main storyline. Gangrel. Oh wait. I think there was a gangrel in one of the games I played. Gangrels are kind of animalistic, right? They're kind of like a little animal-y. I don't know how to pronounce. I don't know how to explain that. You know what I mean? Black tentacles. Oh, are they magic? Scary. I don't think I've ever played with one. I played a Toreador guitarist named James Marshall Kilkenny. That's dope. He was born the day Jimi Hendrix died. That's sick. Primal. That's a really good word for it. Thank you. Yeah, very primal. Yeah. They have an ability to mask their face. Oh no shit, like illusion magic kind of thing. I think I've only played like 2 or 3 VTM games ever in my life, which sucks. But a lot of people don't like to run the games. There's been like, problematic stuff with the whatevers all over the place. And then I've heard the games are like the system isn't the most user friendly. So most people tend to what's the word? Sheepy them. Homebrew them a little. Silverzen, you're so fabulous. Takes one to know one, but bless your heart, thank you. Obfuscate. You can change what you look like or go fully invisible. How long does it last? Or does it depend on your level? Like how advanced the power is. The WWE 2K20 came with a piece of the ring from when Brock Lesnar suplexed the Big Show and broke the ring. An autograph. Wow. And an autograph from Kurt Angle and Rey Mysterio. Like legit a piece of the ring. Or like a spiritual piece of the ring. That's pretty cool. Like if you're a wrestling fan, that's fucking cool. That's dude, I wonder if one of my friends, my friend Chase, fucking loves wrestling. He's my friend who I used to watch like every single pay-per-view and shit back in the day when I was in college. We actually watched the the day I don't like to talk about with Brock Lesnar and Undertaker. We don't talk about it here. We watched that together. But I bet he has that. And if he doesn't, he probably wants it. Oh man. Part of the ring skirt. No shit. That gave me chills. That's pretty fucking cool. Like, there might literally be, like, sweat and blood on that. You know? Like, that's pretty sick. WrestleMania, yeah, it was one of them. I can't remember. Literally, that was the day I kind of stopped watching. I was that petty. Like, when that happened, You know what's funny, Lizzie? I did see this morning, and it's fucking beautiful and gorgeous. But did you see his tweet yesterday? Like his nonsensical, I shaved my arms tweet? Because I saw that first and was like, but why? Why would you do that? It makes sense now. But I was horrifically confused. Yeah, just one arm. And he has like a lot of arm hair. I know. My first character I ever played was a Salubri Antitribu. Holy shit. Very limited class because there aren't many left in the world. And that was your first ever? That seems like you kind of like dove into the deep end. Like, where do you go from there? It's like holding hands after fucking, right? I played a serial cop killer city gang girl named Remiel Dark Angel. I cannot. I'm not even gonna try. That was bad. I'm sorry. He had an elaborate reasoning for why he killed cops, but included collecting 30 cop badges to buy his father, a cop who committed suicide, into heaven. That's like some fucking like Constantine VTM mating bullshit right there. That sounds wild. I've met Big Show. He's a very nice guy. You know, every single tall, like significantly tall human being I've ever met has been the definition of a teddy bear human. I think they have to because we're kind of menacing by nature. You know what I'm saying, Knives? It's like your first cup of coffee being the best cup of coffee in the entire world, and then someone handing you like a foam cup of 7-Eleven. Like, it's really hard to go back to holding, like getting excited about the hand holding after the. Like, I'd make someone start hella basic in VTM and then be like, you can do that later. Gotta leave some exciting shit for later. Break stereotype, kill a bitch. Exactly. Why not? Best I can say is all my nightmare rolls botched, but my physical torture rolls. Was it like 7-level shit? He told me to fuck her, so I fucked her! I watch all of that, but it fucks with me eternally. Cheers. People skinning, man. That is one of the. That is alive, I'm assuming. That is some. What's the movie where there's a guy who skins people? Oh, God. It's like a superhero movie-esque. Or a series. Is it a series? And a guy has a little helper that loves to skin people alive. Oh, why am I remembering that? Not Silence of the Lambs, more modern. Free Willy. Exactly. That's exactly what I was thinking of. No. Oh my God. It literally opens up with a dude and he has like 3 people strung up, I think by their arms from a ceiling. And then his little helper, he's like, go ahead. And the little helper like peels their faces off while they're alive. Birds of Prey. Oh my God. Thank you. Wow. I didn't watch it super recently. Not obviously, like within the last 6 months, I watched it. Yes. Black Mask and Azaz. Is that what you say? Is that how you say it? Yes. That one. That's scary to me. That like. It's really, really infrequent that I get actually genuinely scared by anything anymore. I think I've just desensitized myself. That's not a flex at all. I want to be scared. I look for that stuff. It's just really hard. That makes me super duper uncomfortable. The idea of being skinned alive. Azaz, is that the guy that does the face peeling? Or is that the boss? Because yes, on both counts. But, right? It's like unnervingly, dark. Flaying also, Ramsey Bolton. Wow, how did I just pull that name out of my ass? It's a miracle when things happen. Wow. Good job. Ramsey Bolton, right? He's the guy in the Game of Thrones who also does the flayings. That's some fucked up shit, dude. Flaying, man. Skinning people, that's some shit. Ooh. Oh my God, Dread. No, but also yes. Oh, but there is a scene in Heroes that viscerally has fucked me up the rest of my life when she sticks her hand in the fucking garbage disposal. What is that, episode 1 or 2? To this day, I must shut the power off to my kitchen in order to fix my garbage disposal. I am so fucking terrified of that thing going off on my hand. That show scared the shit out of me. Victor Saz. Is it Saz? How do I say it? No, it's totally cool. We're probably just spelling it wrong. I think we're all I mean, I'm pretty sure there's one bad guy that notoriously skins faces. Yeah. It was probably just spelled wrong. Yeah. Is it just Zaz? I didn't know either. I don't fucking know. But I'm pretty sure that's the only one. Oh my God, that is viscerally frightening, Glut. Does he cut himself for? Oh, I remember. Didn't he have marks in his arms? Victor Saz, also known as Mr. Saz or simply Saz. Is that how you say it? Is it Zaz or Saz? Zaz, probably, right? Zaz? I don't know. Is a supervillain appearing in comic books published in DC Comics. The character first appeared in Batman Shadow of the Bat #1, June 1992, as a sadomasochistic and psychopathic serial killer who carves a tally mark onto himself for each of his victims. A recurring adversary of the superhero Batman, Zaz belongs to the collective of enemies that make up Batman's rogue gallery. The character has been featured in various forms of non-comic media, most notably Danny Jacobs has voiced Zaz in the Batman Arkham video game franchise. Oh, really? I don't remember. I'll have to look back on that one. He's been portrayed in live action by Anthony Carrigan in the television series Gotham, Alex Morph in the Arrowverse series, Batwoman, blah, 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 blah. Sick. Yeah, that guy. He scares me. And you guys are saying he's the worst, because I believe it. Blah, blah, blah. He's a fuck. David, it's really weird how often I think about heroes, and I don't think I've ever seen the whole thing. But there were like 1 or 2 episodes that just hard stuck with me for some reason. And that, save the cheerleader, save the world. Spoilers, it's like literally episode 1 or 2. But the cheerleader, played by Hayden Panettiere. Again, how do I pull names out of my ass sometimes? Oh my god, the weed is magic. She has the power, she can't be killed or something like that. She can't be hurt. And she starts testing it. And she goes home, turns on the garbage disposal, and thrusts her hand into it and pulls out her mangled fucking nub. It is something else, my dudes. Blah. That was fuck. He has a cut for every single death. Ugh. I'm imagining there's a lot. Same, Donna, right? Oh god, I flipped that breaker, and I consider myself pretty apt at plumbing stuff. My dad's a plumber, so he taught me a lot. But I flipped that breaker. I ain't fucking around. I don't. Oh god. Nope. 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 He's the only true serial killer. No shit. He's not the worst. He's just the one that doesn't really have a gimmick outside of cutting himself. So he's just a legit serial killer. He just loves killing people, all people, any person. So he pretty much looks for people to hire him to do what he loves. Like, if you find something you're good at, get paid to do it kind of thing. Dude, there was some shit in the boy. I mean, anything that had to do with that racist little Nazi cunt. God, what was her name? Oh, Millie was in here the other day and said her name. What was her name? I mean, all of them are, they're all terrible. Like, yeah. Yeah. No, yeah. CK, weed is magic. It is. I think that sounds the bones cracking and grinding should bother me more than the mangled mess and blood. Dude, it affects me more when someone says bones crunching than actual bones crunching. It's starting. This super, teeth on the shaft and no courage to say stop. Because I'm feeling sad about this. I'm going to put both in a custom case with full liquid cooling. Fucking A. Their custom cooling can't even keep up with rendering an Unreal Engine when not overclocked. What? They're that expensive and their cooling is shit? Fuck off. I've been building my PC since I started streaming because I'm kind of annoying and need to know the whys and the hows and how the fuck. Like, if I'm going to, it's so much more cost efficient to be able to just update a piece here and there. And then, a long time from then when you have a Frankenbeast, then go forth, get yourself a fucking full new one. And then you update piece by piece. It's just so much cheaper than the way we used to. I mean, before I knew any better. Some people have never done this, but I was part of the ignorant generation at one point. But just buy a new PC, go to fucking Best Buy and be like, hey, I like to play Sims. You can get a floor model for $300, go home, cry. You too? Sick. Glad I'm not alone. It's another shoot 'em up game, if you're wondering what you're missing visually. That's bad touches. Yeah. Just unless someone asks for it, don't do that. 13 years old. Dude, my case that my Frankenbeast, my PC, the stream PC runs off of is, it's getting up there. It's not 13. She's what year is it? 2023. Oh, going on 10 years though. And I've just been changing out everything, but when I got that one, it's a Corsair case, and it's the XXL, whatever. It's the biggest possible because I wanted it to last me as long as possible. And I know parts get bigger and you start junking it up, and I put a good cooling system in it, but it's huge and it works phenomenally. I mean, I've had to replace stuff here and there in it, but like, is it the one with the glass on both sides, black, but has the 2 glass panels so you can see on both sides? Because hard same. It's a good case. I know what time it is, but give me one moment, okay? Um, I'm gonna look for someone cool to host because my dogs need some attention, but I appreciate y'all hanging out with me today. It was fun. The piece, I can't lie. It was super fun hanging out and having good conversation. The PC showcase has. I'm sad. The Xbox showcase was pretty fucking dank, though. I highly advise y'all look for a VOD, watch the VOD of my channel, or look for just the VOD of it. Almost every game that came out of that one was just looked really good. So I just did little post-its because I don't know where the fuck my little notebook is. I have 7 post-its for the Xbox and 2 for the PC, and one of those is literally just reminders on the Ubisoft one tomorrow. Sad. I feel very sad. I feel like someone told me they knew how to find the clit, and they just fingered my butthole. Sad. Xbox is good though. I think, maybe be able to stream tomorrow. When normally I know I take Mondays off, but like, my schedule's been fucked and I've had to take a lot of days off because of other things I was doing, which I'm not sad about. Things are important. When a friend asks for help, you help them. But because then I might be able to stream tomorrow. So, we have the Devolver one, and I like Devolver. And then the Ubisoft, Taco! Thank you for gifting a sub to Kitties. Kitties, use a fucking bow wizard, you know it. Go forth and be consensual in all the ways. I'd settle for a finger in the butt at this point. I mean, David.
Ditto. Same.
Like, a surprise dry finger in my ass might be more fun than whatever we just. What was that? What was that? Like, there was. It started really bad. And I was like, oh man, that's only the way it's going to start. And then it just kept getting worse. And I was like, okay, but the games will make up for this. And then they like fucking didn't. And now I'm sad. They just like. I think it's still doing it. I'm just not there anymore. Damn. Yeah. I mean, Barrel. I just think we live in a rapidly changing society where some gaming communities have become a center of toxicity for a lot of people. And that's still games, regular people aren't going to make a distinction between content and culture. So I want to continue this conversation possibly tomorrow. I'm not going to guarantee it because I got to double check with someone, but possibly tomorrow. But my question is, would you say that it's comparable to the atmosphere of like Facebook, where people are also allowed to just harbor a horrible social space where they can create these weird stories and identities and rumors and anti-vax? Because I would kind of say same. And I think all of these fuckers are responsible for what the fuck kind of shit they allow to be on there. Because it's anybody can see it, anybody can claim that it's real, and it's fucking cesspool. Yeah, rip the words out of my mouth. It literally is. I would say it's the same thing. So, and that's my argument when people say games cause kids to be violent. Games cause violence. No, they do not. Anywhere that allows an environment like that to fester. And there's got to be a different word than saying a game. There's just got to be a different word for it. But like, yes, it's part of the game. But like Facebook ain't a game. It does the same shit. Fucking Stickam does the same fucking shit. Yeah. They're in environment. Yeah, there's got to, yeah, maybe environment. Maybe that's the word we're looking for. Because I'm not disagreeing with you. I just think it's bigger than. And I don't like when people use the term games because it just gives that horrible stigma implying that that's what we're all, and when in fact, I mean, look at how many communities you guys are involved in aside from this one on Twitch that I'm involved in aside from this one on Twitch, where you hear the streamer and the community constantly talking about avoiding that part of the game. Like, that's where the fucking horrible toxic people are. Like, get the fuck, like, those are the people, like, it's such a small, minute part of it that most of us are trying to get the fuck out, but I agree with you that they're responsible, that it's, when I played ESO, I literally had my screen, my face shot over the world chat the 6 years that I played that game on stream because it was horrific. What the language that people use in that world chat in order to, I mean, I don't even know. Like, I reported it as much as I could, but I saw new racial slurs that I mean, it's horrific. But I think that's everywhere that has an environment like that. I think you're right. It's like an environment. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know a word for it, but I know what you mean. And I don't disagree. Maybe it's just anonymity in public places and us not training people how to act in these spaces that are public spaces similar to a bus stop or a cafe. It's very interesting. There's actually, and this was even back before, I mean, I think MySpace was around, Facebook was around, but before the grandiosity of social media had really become a thing in my early college years, I took a class on cognitive psychology. And it was on that topic, David. It was we read one very specific case study I remember in this class, and it was about the psychology of people walking on the sidewalk versus driving in a car and how people interact when virtually the same event has happened or has occurred, i.e., if you're walking on the sidewalk and someone comes walking behind you really, really quickly and kind of comes up next to you and kind of merges ahead of you because they have somewhere to be, you will often be like, oh, I'm so sorry. But if someone does that to you in traffic, what the fuck, you motherfucker? It's crazy, the psychology of what happens in a human's brain when we suddenly feel like someone can't hurt us for the way we act. Like, suddenly we're invincible, so we act like animals. Like fucking animals. And I think the same thing, maybe to a worse extent, has happened with that anonymity of the internet. Because you're not even there to see the person cry when you call them a fat whore or whatever. Stop calling me a fat whore, James! Fuck! On that note, I'm going to go because my dogs really need to go outside. I love you guys, and I'll see you tomorrow, probably.